Good morning. It is March 21st, and we are having our weekly meeting. Great spring day today. Happy spring to everybody. And I will start with just a quick announcement that right around the corner, we are having our annual meeting on April 11th. We want to get everybody to attend there to give their feedback on some important articles that we'll be discussing. We're going to be discussing building a new water treatment plant that will cost approximately $50 million. We're going to be talking about changing our bylaws to allow recreational marijuana in town, as well as a big budget, a big capital plan, and to curtail the running of the wind turbine as well as shutting it off. So a lot of stuff going on the warrant. So April 11th, Monday night, 7 o'clock. Put it on your calendar. That being said, I'll pass it over to Jim. You want to give our town report?
Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. We'll start always with COVID. Our COVID numbers are kind of stalled and held steady for the last week. Our Maven data number was 8, which is the same as last week. And our total number of cases reported to the Board of Health last week was 15, which is also the same as the previous week. Our positivity rating took a slight decrease down to 1.36 from 1.50. Plymouth County was 1.75, down from 2.2. Statewide positivity rating for the last 7 days was 1.68, which is almost exactly the same as the previous week's 1.67. So the percentages are going down. The numbers are staying pretty much the same. Our message will continue to be, if you're eligible to get vaccinated, please do so. If you have been vaccinated and not received your booster, please get a booster. They're widely available. And if you want to get them, there is talk now of potentially a 4th booster shot. So before you get the 4th, you need to get the 3rd. So if you haven't got your booster, please go out and do so. As we announced last week at the Selectmen's meeting, the Widows Walk Golf Course, we have awarded a contract to the Hibernian to run the concession at the golf course. We're looking forward to that. They're ready to get in there and get going. The golf course is currently closed to walkers. We'll spend the next 2 weeks getting the golf course ready for the official opening of April 1st. We're looking for a great golf season and a great experience down there at the new clubhouse. The Scituate Water Department is scheduled to complete necessary maintenance work on the granulated activated carbon filter at the Old Oaken Bucket Water Treatment Plant. Carbon filtration is a critical component of the drinking water purification process at our treatment plant. To perform the work on the carbon filter, the water treatment plant must be taken offline during the duration of the project because, as we've talked about, we only have one carbon filter. So when it's offline, the plant must be shut down. The water system will be augmented with well from 17A with the new green sand filter plant to meet demands while the water treatment plant is offline. This maintenance is scheduled to start this week, March 23rd through April 11th. During that time, the water department is going to have a full outdoor water ban to make sure we're conserving water. So please conserve water during those periods. And we'll get through this and get that plant back up and running as quickly as possible. We'll keep mentioning it is pothole season. The crews are out, the hot box is out. You'll see the crews out cleaning up from the parade yesterday. If you do have an issue with potholes, please call the DPW or the Highway Department office, and the crews will put on the list and get there as quickly as possible. We are in the process of preparing our summer paving schedule, and as soon as that's available, we'll get that out and let people know where they can expect to see pavers this coming summer. Scituate Food Pantry, their long delayed open house will be this Friday, May 25th from 3 to 6 at the food pantry located in the old Gate School at 327 First Parish Road. Visitors will receive refreshments and a tour of the new and expanded facility. The food pantry fills a great need in this community, so if you have a chance to go by, take a look, see the great work they do in their new facility. They're very proud of it. Finally, I just want to touch on the parade yesterday. Awesome parade, probably one of the most crowded parades I've seen in the 20-odd years that I've been going to the parade. People were in a great mood. It was fantastic. Shout out to Ed Kelly and his crew for putting together really another great parade and a great event. And then a big thank you to the Coast Guard who snuck in a flyover with one of their helicopters during the parade. That was pretty neat to see. So great parade. Thank you to Scituate for turning out. Thank you for behaving, and really just a great event. And I already look forward to next year. So that's what I have for today.
Thanks, Jim. Bill, why don't we turn it over to you?
Thank you, Mr. Vignani, and good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. A wellness update. Our case count for COVID last week were 6. excuse me, 2 weeks ago were 6, and last week there was 8 cases. So we're staying pretty consistent in that 6 to 8 range over the last month. Breakdown by district cases were 0 for district employees, 0 cases at Cushing, 1 case at Gates, 0 cases at Hatherley, 4 cases at Jenkins, 2 at Scituate High School, and 1 at Wampatuck. I want to thank the approximately 50 community members that turned out to meet with me during our second Seaside Chat event, which happened on March 15th. There was one scheduled at 1:30 and one at 6:30 at the Senior Center. So I want to thank our folks at the Senior Center for their hospitality and for the great turnout. Each session went approximately 2.5 hours for a combined total of 5 hours that day. And the conversations were very in depth, and I was able to learn a lot and look forward to sharing some action steps on what I've heard and what we're going to do about things we can improve on, and also to celebrate things that we're doing well. So thank you. Also a shout out to folks that if you weren't able to make those Seaside Chats, that certainly am available to meet with any community member that would like to chat with me about our school district. And I know our leadership team is also open to that as well. So thank you very much for that. Our next school committee meeting will be next Monday, March 28th. One of the highlights of that meeting will be the MSBA Hatherley School second phase overview. We have been accepted into the second phase, which is a feasibility study and schematic design. What we'd like to do is present to the school committee and the community on that evening a summary of what what phase 2 is, and then we'll certainly be able to get that out to our community and our website for those that aren't able to make the meeting as well. So you'll have a presentation on what the next phase is, and it's an important phase as we move through the phases. A tournament update, just wanted to congratulate our winter sports seasons came to a conclusion. Our boys basketball and hockey teams both made the Final Four. Both unfortunately came up short last week, but a tremendous season. So congratulations to the players, community, their coaches, the high school, and all the supporting the community and the fans, obviously, for a great season. And spring sports start today, so it's an exciting time of year for us. Finally, I just want to give a sailor shout out to our interim Metco director, Mr. Darrell David, who's been filling in for the last month or so. He recently added a 3rd bus for our students who live in Boston for 4:30 each day. So we now have an after-school bus, a 4:30 bus, and a 6 p.m. bus to remove any barriers for our students who may live in Boston to activate opportunities that happen in the afternoon. So shout out to Mr. David, and looking forward to all the students and taking advantage of those great after-school activities we have. And now we have the transportation to support that. So thank you, Mr. David. That's all I have for this week. Thank you very much, and have a great week, everyone.
Great, thanks, Bill. Awesome. And I will just repeat 2 things. Thank you for everyone that put the parade together. What a great event it was. Saw all the videos and a huge turnout, and then went to a couple of those sporting events, and great year this year for all the winter sports programs. So looking forward to a special spring also. So great. All right, everybody, enjoy the spring weather, and we'll be back next Monday.